What's up, guys? Welcome back to Anime Sekai Podcast. I am your host, Ichigo.
And Mikan,
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
welcome back.
Mikan, how's it going?
Good. And to start off, I actually have a question for you, Ichigo.
Ooh, what's up?
So, since we're talking about main character energy today, what character would you say embodies you the most?
That is a good question. I honestly have so many characters that I feel like embody me the most. It depends on the day.
Okay. If you're in
Quite
a good
honestly,
mood
it
or a bad
depends.
mood,
Yeah, like if I'm in a good mood or a bad mood.
one day you're an assassin and the other you're just a young child
Yeah, like
living
so
life.
playful, living life. No, I think right now the character that embodies me the most is probably my girl Usagi,
Oh, of
Tsukino
course.
Usagi
When do
from
you not
Sailor
embody
Moon.
her? You
I've
probably embody her
chosen
24/7.
I want to. I would love to embody her 24/7 straight up. She is who I want to be. Oh,
Mm.
let me rephrase this. Her future self, Neo Queen Serenity, is who I would love to be. Straight up.
Okay.
Cause she's got the grace, she's got the power, she's got the poise, and all around she's a queen. Like who wouldn't want to be a queen of their own
That's true.
story?
That's very true.
Like, and she's ruling. I mean, mind you, it's set they're all on living on the moon in Tokyo,
Mhm.
but she pretty much rules that area.
Yeah.
She is definitely main character energy.
She is.
What about you? Which
Oh, this
character?
is gonna be this is taking a depressing turn, but I actually would say right now in this moment in time, probably Eren Yeager.
Oh my god. From Attack on Titan?
Yes, from Attack on Titan. Honestly, just the character development, starting off as a, you know, dumb kid who doesn't know anything, growing up to find out the truth about life. And then, eventually, well, spoiler, I don't know if anyone this is gonna be a spoiler, but yeah, and then going off to destroy the world.
Oh yeah. They just
I haven't seen
started
the
the
ending
final
yet.
season.
Yeah, part 1 of the special. The manga's already finished, but I haven't read it. I'm waiting for the anime.
Well, the manga
But
came out first, so read the manga
well, yeah.
first.
Yeah. No, I don't wanna spoil it. I'm watching it with another friend of mine,
Mhm.
so we're gonna wait, but it's literally taken how many years? Like, over a decade just to because they've tricked me. They've tricked me multiple times. They said final, like, the last season was final, and no, it wasn't the final. I was me and my friend and I were watching that, and we were thinking it was ending, and we were like, "Oh my god, wait, this is the last episode. How could they possibly end it?" No, of course, it wasn't the last episode.
Yeah,
So we're
no.
watching thinking it's the last episode, and it's not. Yeah, that was a surprise. But yes, Eren Yeager simply for the character development of growing into an
I
adult.
feel like the hype surrounding Attack on Titan
Mhm.
is attributed to its extensive character development.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's a huge fan base just for Eren Yeager by himself.
Yeah. I mean, he was honestly, I think most people didn't really like him in the beginning because he was just annoying. But, when you find out when you slowly become an adult, it's kinda sad when you learn about the world. And so
He learned the
unfortunately
hard
for
way.
him, he learned the hard way, yeah. Yeah, he turned out to be what he turned out to be. So I relate to that.
Honestly, these anime companies and manga story writers and the
Mhm.
creators are really thinking deep when they
Oh,
think
yeah.
about these main characters. And it's funny to me because you have some main characters of the story where, depending on the type of anime, you don't really feel like they are the main character. Just sad to say. Like their character development to me is not always that strong.
Mhm.
And then you have other anime main characters where their character development is so deep, it is so strong that it's almost like you are putting yourselves in their shoes, or it makes you want to put yourself in their shoes, depending
Mhm.
on the anime. There's never a day in my life I would ever put myself in Eren Yeager's shoes. I'm
Younger
sorry.
shoes.
Like,
I mean, if we
nope.
talk about which anime we don't ever wanna live in, that would definitely be on the top of my list,
No.
for
Mm-mm.
sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think
I'm pretty sure
there's
that would be on
I don't
most
think
people's
there's
lists.
one person alive that would want to live in the Attack on Titans
Very
universe.
true.
If you are out here and you want to live in the Attack on Titan universe, we need to have a talk.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of different types of anime that I would want to live in their universe,
Yeah,
but
what
I
that is
don't.
not one of them.
That no, 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 no. I'm okay. I'm good. Mm-mm.
What else? What other universes would you not wanna live in?
I hate to say this, I would never wanna live in Dragon Ball Z universe.
Wait, why?
'Cause the planet keep getting jacked
Oh,
up.
that's true.
Like, straight up, every single time, like, as soon as you feel like, "Okay, it is peaceful, we're good,"
No,
somebody else comes to the planet to try and take Goku away, and
it's
I
very true.
feel like the only time, possibly, that I can think of that
Yeah.
Earth had, like, a good, solid, probably slow moment is when Goku is not on the planet. When they went to Namek
Mhm.
and they were fighting on planet Namek, they were fighting Frieza and everybody like that. Earth was alright.
It was alright.
Our Earth was alright. Mind you, Goku went to Namek to fight Frieza
Yeah.
and to get the Dragon Balls back.
So don't have a civil war, just go to another place, is what you
Yeah, it's
mean.
like, honestly, I don't mind, like, when they were doing the tournaments and they were fighting amongst
Yeah.
themselves. If y'all keep it over there,
Yeah, over there, just find somewhere else,
just
basically.
find somewhere else. Don't destroy my house. Like, I don't
Alright.
understand. There's people's houses that are being destroyed. All of a sudden, the enemies come and they always land in the big cities.
That's
They
true.
always land in the big cities and then take a couple of people out.
I
And then
got
all of
it.
a sudden, the heroes come and it's like, well, come on, man. Like, where were y'all
You
at?
could've come earlier. You're a little late
You
here.
can sense the power levels and everything, and y'all just came out of the woodworks like, "Hey, guys. Sorry we didn't make it in time." I don't think I would want to live in the Dragon Ball Z universe. I would, however, and I hate to say this because I love Sailor Moon so much. I don't think I would wanna live in the Sailor Moon universe
Oh,
either.
why
At
not?
least not in, like, if I was not part of the Senshi,
Yeah.
nope, mm-mm. If I was just like a regular person, nope, because once again, like Dragon Ball Z, you can get attacked
This.
at any point in time. Now, mind you, if I was living on the outskirts and I saw like we were living in that universe and you see
Okay.
like on the news, oh man, Tokyo's getting attacked, but don't worry, Sailor Moon will save them. I'm like, yay, Sailor Moon. I'm still gonna be a fan
But
from
I
a
don't wanna live here.
distance.
Yeah. Let me live far away.
Let me live far away. I feel like that could be almost said with any
Any
fighter anime.
apocalyptic yeah, any I don't know, I feel like one that I wouldn't wanna be in, another one would be, Tokyo Ghoul, simply because, I don't know, I don't wanna that's not the way I wanna go out, you know? I don't
Or
wanna
Death
be
Note.
eaten. I don't know, Death Note might be quick, though. If my name is on that notebook, then I just die quickly. Like, I don't want any pain. Like, anything where there's monsters that can, tear me apart or eat me, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna
Nah,
pass on that.
you gotta befriend him
My
in
friend.
order yeah, like, you've got so what is his name?
L?
L. Like, you would need to be best friends with L just to ensure that you survive in that universe. Like, "Hey,
Just
L,
never
who are you
tell him your
taking out
name.
today?" Yeah, like, I'm not gonna tell you my name because I also don't wanna make you mad to the point where you try to take me out in your book.
Or just
I
never
don't
get
want
to know
them
him.
problems.
Just just walk away. Just be like, "No, I don't know you. We never will." Or I wonder if you change your name, like, legally, does that work? If you keep changing it?
I don't know, my other thing with that whole anime was, what if 2 people have the same name, like the exact same name? Like, it is common in Japan
That's
where
true.
2 people or multiple people have the same name, but the kanji is different.
That's a good
So, but
question.
what if 2 people have the same exact kanji? Do both of them
Well,
get
they're
taken
both
out?
yeah, they both messed up. It's
Are
over
they
for
both
them.
gone?
Yeah, they're both gone.
Dang, that's messed up. Yeah,
I
no,
don't know, actually.
I would not want to live in that universe either. Nope. Death Note, Tokyo Ghoul, any of the vampire
Oh, yeah.
animes, except for like the cutie ones, like the cutesy the cutesy anime vampires, like those are cute. There's not too much fighting in that. But nope, I can't do if they fighting or destroying stuff or destroying
Yeah.
cities, destroying planets, I'm good. I don't want to live in that
Oh.
universe.
Oh, yeah. Or Fire Force, where you just go up in flames, like, you can just one
No.
day
Combust. I honestly think I don't want to live in a lot of the shonen universes. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not a big shonen fan. Like, I will watch it and there are certain
Mhm.
shonen that I love, but I honestly don't think I would want to live in any other universes. I'm sorry.
Uh, no, some
Unless
of them are
I'm
whimsical, like, fun, although
well,
most of
think
them
of it
have, like,
this way.
apocalyptic events, but
Or somebody is trying to take somebody else out. Like,
yeah.
that's pretty much what it is. Honestly, I think if I was part of the main character, not like a sub
Mhm.
character, background
Yeah, if
character,
you're
but
main
if you were
yeah, in
part of
that
the
source.
crew, it
Yeah,
would
you would
make
have to
it
fight for
more
your
sense.
life.
Yeah, like if I was in the Dragon Ball Z universe, I'd want to be probably one of the fighters.
But yeah.
I wouldn't want to be the strongest one, obviously. Like I'm not
Mhm.
Goku level, but
That's true.
at least have enough fight in me to
I don't
hold
know,
my
fine.
own.
Well, I feel like there's some, like, whimsical, like, more like My Hero, although there is a lot of fighting, it's still, like, kinda, like, fun, school life, on the side, and then you have to also fight crime as your part-time job, I guess, or your full-time job.
Yeah, I could do those. But here's the other thing. I also don't think I would want to live in a lot of the shojo. Depending on what type of
Sure.
anime it is, I don't think I would want to live in like the lovey-dovey
Yeah, I mean, if you
type.
are a side character in shoujo, you're probably in an unrequired love, so
Yeah,
you
I'm
love
getting
someone
rejected.
and you're getting rejected.
Why am I in this universe? I
Yeah.
mean, obviously I'm gonna try and find somebody else, but that's not how shojo works.
Typically, no. The love triangles, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna
nope. The other anime universe I'd want to live in, not as a sub character, but as one of the main characters,
Mhm.
Inuyasha.
Oh, okay.
Hands down.
There's a lot of fighting, though.
I'm okay with that if I got the
Okay.
skills to protect myself. Mind you, I would want now I love Inuyasha.
Mhm.
I'm not a Kagome fan. I'm Kikyo all the
Okay,
way.
I feel you. I am there with you.
I'm Kikyo all the way. So I
100%.
would actually probably want to go with her.
Okay.
Go fight with her.
So, maybe not main character, but,
Like main character enough to where you pop up
Yeah.
in almost every other episode.
Yeah, but you have that main character energy, you're just not technically the main character, I guess.
Right, which may I don't know, what's main character energy to you?
I don't know. I think anyone who's, like, really a standout that honestly you would be willing to watch the show if the story was even surrounded by like, if the story was about them. I feel like those kinds of characters and a lot of times I don't like main characters usually, it's usually the sidekick or the second in command or whatever you call it.
Mhm. The fun, jokey well, it depends on the type of
Yeah.
anime genre it is, honestly, because in shoujo, you can and I read this online somewhere and now it's stuck in my head. You can always tell who the main character is in a shoujo because they have certain positions the anime company puts them in the classroom scene. They're
Oh,
either
really?
yes, they and almost 90, I'll say 80 to 90% of the time, they're always sitting in the back of the
Oh, yeah,
classroom
in the back of the class.
by the window.
Oh, yeah, that's the classic, of course.
It's like, yep, that person's gonna be the main character of this story. So, which anime sekai would you want to live in?
Hmm. I would probably want to live in, well, technically it's a shoujo, but I would technically want to live in Ouran High School Host Club. But I would have to be the main character. I would have to be Haruhi.
Haruhi? Yeah.
Yes. 'Cause, I mean, who wouldn't want to be in
She's so cute.
basically main character with a bunch of cute looking boys? I'm down. I'm down.
You wanna be the rich version of Haruhi.
I wanna be the rich person about it. That sounds perfect.
That actually would be really interesting.
Would.
Just knowing
Honestly, that
you
would be
and
the
your
perfect world.
personality.
Yeah. Perfect world. Oh, man.
You would get to eat the best everything.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, they go on, like, really cute adventures, they do their little host club events. I feel like those would be so fun.
The event costumes were really thoroughly planned out, like,
Yeah.
they were something, and it
That'd be
almost
so
brought
fun.
a main character energy to each of the guys too.
Oh,
To the
yeah.
twins, to
So
Honey Senpai, all of them. When they had those events, they each had a role to play. The twins
Mhm.
had a role to play. Honey Senpai had a role to play. Morty Senpai had a role to play. Tamaki, they all had a role to play, which almost made it seem like each individual character was in their own main world, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and
Like
I
they
feel
were the
like
main characters individually, even though the two overall main characters were Haruhi and Tamaki.
yeah, I mean, I feel like each person could have their own
Spinoff.
taste, like yeah, or, like, they could have their own like, when as a reader, anybody you were interested in, you could you know, they were all different
Mhm.
types of characters, and you could basically fall in love with any of them, so that was it's like a
My
variety.
favorite my favorite were the twins. I don't care
Oh,
what
yeah,
anybody
the
says,
twins.
I wanted the twins to win. Like I
Of
did.
course, no,
I wanted
it
them
never
to
works out like
be
that.
the ones that, like, she fell in love with, and typically with the reverse harems, I don't really like the main female character,
Oh,
except for Orang. I like Orang,
what about
and
Fruits Basket?
I like Fruits Basket, but Fruits Basket is slightly different in the sense that although Toru was, like, the main character,
Mhm.
each Zodiac person had their own main character energy, like, they had their own episodes, and in the newer
Mhm.
series, I don't wanna say updated series, but in the remake of it, they had so many episodes that were dedicated to this one person and this one person's backstory.
Yeah. I feel like it was almost like she wasn't necessarily always the main character in that
Right.
story, which was kinda nice.
That's
But
probably another world
technically
I would wanna live in.
that's true, I guess.
Fruits Basket gave me like "Oh, man, these characters have such deeply rooted family issues,"
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it makes you want to figure out why, which, mind you, in the first anime, it was kind of like this head person is just mean to everybody. You don't know why. That's just how they
Yeah, it
are.
was much more straightforward
It's
and pretty
very
simple.
straightforward. But the remake gave a lot more depth into why the head of the household acted the way that they did.
Yeah, and the characters, all of them were more, like, complex, which was
Mhm.
nice.
Mhm. And that's why I think with Fruit Basket, although Toru was the main character, essentially all of them were main characters
Yeah, or, like, at
within
least
their
they
own
had, like
episodes.
yeah, the main 3, like, particularly were there was, like, a lot of each of them had a lot of, screen time, and you
Mhm.
kinda got to see things from their point of view, so yeah.
I love Fruit Basket. At least the newer version.
Mhm.
I absolutely adored it. It was complex. It brought you into their world.
Yeah. Have
It
you ever read the
brought you
manga?
through I have. I have read the
It
manga. It's been so long
is
ago, though.
is the remake, the original retelling of the manga? I've never read the manga, so I don't know.
I read the manga back when I was probably in middle school, so it's been a
Yeah.
while, and I can't really remember. I wanna say yes. I want to
'Cause
say
usually
yes,
when they make the
but
remakes, it's
it's
typically
closer
to,
to the
like
manga. Right.
yeah,
That's
they
what Sailor
redo
Moon
it
did.
almost, yeah.
That's what Sailor Moon did, and so did I didn't know, I don't know if you know this, I did not know that Full Metal Alchemist
Brotherhood is the
Brotherhood
OG.
is the
Yep.
OG. I did not know that. I didn't know
And
that that was the
yep,
manga
it is.
version.
Yep. I would say the original version is alright, but I will fight anybody who says Brotherhood is not as good, because Brotherhood is honestly way better, I gotta say. It really
Well, then you
is.
and I gotta fight because I didn't particularly care for Brotherhood.
Oh, we're gonna fight.
I like no, mind you, I liked
What?
Brotherhood. I know. I
Excuse me.
liked Brotherhood. I
I did not know this about you.
procrastinated watching Brotherhood. So when Brotherhood first came out, I was already in my mind like, this is not going to be as good as the original in my mind at the time.
Mhm. But it is the
I
original.
but I didn't know that. See, I
Yeah.
thought when the first Full Metal Alchemist came out, Edward Elric's character was
Mhm.
so complex that he was truly the one and only main character. Like everybody else had a story. Nah, he was the one. He was the one that I just kept coming back for. It was so
Mhm.
complex. So when Brotherhood came out, I was not that thrilled about it. I did not know that Brotherhood was the original storyline at the time.
Mhm.
But funny story, I actually ended up watching Brotherhood a couple years after it came out when we were in Kyoto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll never forget because I ended up getting hooked to it, and the
Oh, yeah,
reason I got
Brotherhood's
hooked to
good.
it is because Miyano Mamoru voices one of the characters in that
Oh, yeah,
show.
yes.
So,
But
I didn't know, and I think where I watched, Full Metal Alchemist, the first story, I just felt with the characters, like, it drew me in, it really drew me in.
so basically you didn't like, because Brotherhood and, the origin or like the first anime, they start off mostly the same,
Mhm,
basically, the first few arcs.
mhm.
So you didn't like the later, I'm assuming you didn't like the later half or how it ended, or
Well, they ended somewhat similarly in my head,
what?
from what I
I mean,
can
I guess, like,
remember.
the end, but, like, the whole arc of, like, the fight and,
Are you talking about the middle?
their like, the middle and then towards the end is, like, completely different with the war and
Oh,
whatnot
yeah, yeah. No,
and,
that was interesting to
their dad.
me. That was interesting to me. I don't know, I honestly don't know. I fell in love with the first one, so when Brotherhood came out, I was resistant. I
I
liked
see,
it,
I could see that, yeah.
but if I were to pick between the 2, I picked the
Wow,
first one.
wow. Honestly, I will say the one thing I feel like the first one did really well with was I like how they incorporated their mom.
Yeah,
But they didn't really do that in the second or the Brotherhood, so which was kind of disappointing, but that wasn't in the manga, so I guess it is what it is.
right. Okay, so which universe would you want to live in between these 3?
Okay.
Naruto,
Mhm.
One Piece,
Mhm.
and Bleach.
Oh, the big 3.
The big 3.
Mm.
Which of the big 3 which universe would you want to live in?
Honestly,
As the main character. I'll help
as the
you
main
out a little bit.
character
As the main character. So
as
you
the
either
main
get,
hmm.
Naruto,
Oof, that's hard.
Luffy, or Ichigo from Bleach.
Probably not Naruto. I don't think so. Okay. I don't honestly, Luffy, because I feel like he's just having a good time all the time, or most of the time, and I feel like that world is the most interesting to me,
Mhm.
and it's just, going on an adventure 90% of the time. But I will
Yeah,
say if
that's
I'm
true.
looking for a man, I'm going to Bleach to find me a man, because they got the sexiest characters. So if I'm finding me a husband, that's where I'm going.
You going to Bleach.
Yes, I'm going to Bleach.
I could see that, yeah. You could
I don't know.
jump over into that world.
Yeah, just to get me my
Just
man,
jump.
and then I'll go back. I'll go back to One Piece.
If I were to pick a shonen to live in,
Mhm.
if I were to pick between the big 3,
Yeah.
I think I'd want to be in Naruto.
Oh, why?
I love the fact that, one, the characters are complex in a sense that not it's not just Naruto, it's also,
Mhm.
Sasuke, Sakura,
Yeah.
Hinata. So what other characters to you omit that this story is all about me. Like, I know I've got these other characters in this story. Nobody
Mhm.
really cares about them that much. It's all about me. Like, who to you gives off that energy? I feel like there's
That's a good
so many
question.
anime like that though.
Honestly, though, I feel like a lot of times what happens is people end up liking the side characters a lot more, or, like, the main character is obnoxious, and then you have a really good side character.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what would you say? I'm trying to let me think. Let me
The
some
one
ideas.
anime that popped in my head as soon as I asked you that question was Goku,
Oh, okay.
because you know he's the main energy or main character. He
Mainish.
omits that main character energy. He's been the star of his own show since Dragon Ball,
Mhm.
and not saying that the other characters don't give that energy. It's just like they all rely on him.
Yeah. Oh, I know
Now,
one actually.
the one person who competes with that spotlight is Vegeta. He's the only
Okay.
one that's like, he might be the main character of this story, but come on now, guys, you all really love me. Like, they're the only two in that I'm like, they're always butting heads over spotlight to me.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
I honestly think it would be kind of funny if they had made a spin-off of
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Z where it's not a full spin-off, but like a
Just
just Vegeta
mostly
story.
Vegeta, yeah.
Because I think that would be funny, where Goku is not, like, the main character, he's kind of, like, competing for Vegeta's spot,
Oh,
and so
that's
you
cute.
see 2 different points of views.
Okay, yeah, that would actually be but actually oh, that just reminded me, yeah, I was thinking actually Hunter x Hunter because I feel like while Gon is the main character,
Mhm.
towards the end, I feel like most people were into Killua, you know? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they became both main characters in a sense,
There's
and they started
so
to have his
many.
own like, towards the end, he had, like, basically his own arc about his sister and whatnot. Yeah. His cute but creepy sister.
So, is there any character that you would say, "If I was that character, I would do this situation this way or this situation this way?"
Oh my god, there's so many characters. There's so many characters, I'm like, "Why would you do that?" Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. I mean, a lot of anime characters make really stupid decisions all the time. I feel like almost every shonen main character or their antagonist or whoever, a lot of villains, I just question their logic sometimes, as well as main characters. Who's honestly, Naruto 90% of the time. I'm like, "Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you being an idiot?" It can't just be me, right? I mean, he makes such stupid decisions that
I feel like
I'm
that
just
shonen makes obvious decisions that
oh, yeah.
us in the real world is like, "Really? Why would you do that?" It's not just an anime, there are also movies
Oh, yeah.
that make you feel like that, but we talk about anime over here,
Yeah.
so I honestly think to be a main character, depending on the type of genre you're in, the main character's role is to basically pull in the audience, because that's
Mhm.
what's gonna keep you coming back for
Yeah.
more.
Basically making other people interested in the
Mhm,
story.
mhm. And even if it's not that main character, some of the side characters at least should be in depth enough to hold on to the audience.
Yeah. And I feel like not all animes do that well, not all stories do that well, but some do. And it's always nice when you have a
Mhm,
really good, balanced sort of cast
mhm,
of characters.
mhm. I honestly think anime itself is so complex, and when you have a good anime, it's mostly attributed to the main characters.
Yeah. I do agree. I feel like, a lot of times, though, it's the side characters that save the story.
But it depends on the I think it depends on the type of show. Like, I have seen some
Yeah.
anime where it's like, "Okay, well, this main character is okay, but the side characters are making it worth it." And then you have other anime that's like, "I'm just solely focused on this main character and what they do next," that I don't wanna say you don't really notice the side characters, but they're not leaving a good enough impression in your mind. to where you notice their presence in the show. Even sometimes villains can give off main character energy.
Oh, yeah.
Frieza, he's a main character in himself. Frieza is straight up his own character in his own stuff. Like he's a villain, but he's got his own thing going on.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, you know who I would love to watch a story on? Aizen from Bleach.
Oh
Oh my god.
yeah.
I would love to just honestly, I would just marry I would take him as my husband. We can have a tragic love story.
I could list several besides just Frieza. I know Naraku from Inuyasha,
Mm.
Sesshomaru from Inuyasha, and he didn't talk much at all. He gave off
Just gotta
like,
be
"I
cool, you
wonder
know,
what
just gotta
he's
stand there and be
doing."
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of who else. Oh
Honestly, I
man,
mean,
there's a lot. I don't know, guys. You let us know who you think gives off main character energy
which anime would you never wanna be stuck in, and which anime would you love to be stuck in? Let us
and
know.
why. Let us
Mhm.
know. Follow us on Instagram at Anime Sekai Podcast. And we hope that you enjoyed this episode.
And come back next week for more.
Yes, come back next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.